find it so weird. I mean, just because where I used to live, I mean, I lived in Indian City. It's just like, I say it's like not that far, but after you like move back to Lafayette, there's just, I mean, living in St. Louis and like just living in a city versus living in Lafayette.
Yeah.
Like where I'm like, oh, it's not that far, and then I always think like drives here are not that long. I'm like, oh, it's just down the road.
No, I couldn't live in a big city.
I hate traffic.
Our house.
That's why I hated Denver. Like, God, I don't miss like the 30 minutes of driving to go like 2 miles.
2 miles. Come on in.
Hi, how you doing?
Good,
Good,
how are you?
man?
Good, not too bad. Will Kretzer.
Nicole,
nice
to meet you.
Nicole. Nice to meet you.
Will.
So how are you guys today?
I'm good, how are you?
Fantastic, fantastic. Did you guys get here okay due to the weather? I know it was a little mild yesterday, but it kind of frosted up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you are with Camp Chef, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So how's business going? How's
Doing pretty well.
Yeah, you guys getting ready for the spring and the summer and
Yeah.
and everything?
Our busy season, so yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So how's everything going with the job? Business is running well.
We are. We're growing a little bit quicker than we would have thought. So,
Awesome.
We're
I mean,
trying to
great,
manage all that
great,
right
but
now.
yeah.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely, absolutely.
I can't complain about growing.
Yeah, absolutely. So what is like one of the big things, like I'm just starting to get familiar with Camp Chef, is pretty much like tailgating is pretty much where you target most?
Just anything
yeah.
outdoor. I mean, not necessarily tailgating. I mean,
Okay.
anything outdoors. If you're camping, I mean, and you want to have like a outdoor experience with cooking.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I'm big into grilling myself, so me and my family, my dad kind of raised me, be like under his footsteps and grilling and stuff. So yeah, very very into that. So why I'm here today is you were saying that you're growing, and along with your growing, is your employees are your employees happy with that in terms of the growing and everything?
Yeah, I mean, we're very close. That's one big key is we want to make sure our employees feel like a family. So just, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say anyone's unhappy with the company.
Okay, awesome. Do you think you could be growing more than you currently are, or do you think you're growing at a steady pace right now?
Steady pace, I would say.
yeah, we could always be growing more,
Okay.
but we're moving up on the needle, not down. So,
If there
Okay.
was more time in the day, we would love it.
yeah.
Are your employees like satisfied with being paid on time and with their payroll and everything?
We've had issues in the past.
Okay.
I would say it hasn't been too big of an issue. But like anything else, that is something that takes away from our time, and we wish we were more efficient with. So.
Okay. So what is your like employees? What do they expect? Like, do they expect like a check at the end of the week at like a certain date?
So we work every bi-weekly.
Okay.
So everyone's paid every 2 weeks.
Okay.
And that's actually direct deposited. They can either go paperless or, obviously, the day and age is to direct deposit everything into their account. That can be messed up sometimes with the people we work with and the fact that it's not always the most efficient way. Technology goes down. We want to know that it's guaranteed.
Okay.
That it's one less thing we should have to worry about. So.
I mean, with direct deposit, I mean, I don't know the specific time of when it usually is direct deposited in, but there's been times where I know when I wake up on payday, it's in my account.
Okay.
There's been times where it's been late.
Okay.
So,
So who's in charge of the whole payroll system?
oh, we are.
You are. And so how does the whole process look like? Is it done all electronically, or is it a little more old fashioned, or can you
It's
logo?
web-based.
Okay, awesome. Good.
Yeah, we're not in the Stone Age, man. I'm kidding. So
So how much time do you spend on the payroll itself? Like weekly?
much.
too much time.
Honestly, it differs every week.
Okay.
I mean, if I could have more time throughout the day to do other things, I would love it. But
Right. That was my
unfortunately,
next
our
question.
employees need paid. So
Right. Yeah, that was my other question. Is that obviously there could be a lot more things done in the added time.
yes.
So, and you are with ADP currently, or not
No,
ADP.
you're ADP.
You're with PTU. Excuse me.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So I am with ADP here today. Just to give you a little brief summary of ADP, just to debate quick things that you highlighted. The ADP's payroll processing is faster and easier, especially with local companies or smaller companies, startup companies as yourself.
Why is that?
Sorry, what?
Why is that?
Well, just because there's over ADP has over 500,000 small companies that we work with,
Okay.
and we're one of the top payroll systems for small companies.
Mhm.
And because of the reputation that we have to have arguably the best. So we work daily on our processing and our fast relay to get our payroll done. So that's one of the main reasons why.
Okay.
One of the main things for ADP Run is that it's the employees are very satisfied with it. They do their payroll on their time. They download the app. They can do that electronically through their phone or through their laptop, and they can get to see their process as like they get to see their paychecks as the year goes on. They get to track when their check is actually deposited. So it's really more of an employee satisfaction thing, and it's also more time efficient on your hand.
Now, do we control like doing the payroll through that app too?
Yes, you can also do that, and your employees can keep track of that as well.
Okay. Do they all get their profiles, I'm assuming, for that as well?
Yes, if they are employees of yourself, they go under Camp Chef,
Okay.
and they type in their employee information, and they get to see their own backing and their own payroll, and they can just check your process with it as well.
What if a person, I mean, we're kind of in a small town, obviously.
Right, absolutely.
What if a person doesn't have a phone? Can they use it online? How would they go about checking?
Yes.
Because we do have some older employees who don't still have flip phones.
Right, absolutely. You can do it on the mobile device, but the same way you would log in on the mobile device is the way you would log into ADP's website online. So the same processing and the same features that you have on the app when you log in there is the same thing you download.
So it's web-based too then?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. And if there's anything that goes wrong, either with yourself or your employees, there's 24/7 customer service that are more than happy to talk with you. And what's great about ADP in your area is that you'll be working with a regional team and not nationally. So I know that, correct me if I'm wrong, but you work with local-based companies because you want to keep, like morality, and you just want to keep
We like supporting small
exactly,
businesses
like
local.
high
And we
spirits.
know the person who we're handling, I mean, usually that means, I know you guys said you have 24/7 service, but we also get a rep within our payroll service. If we have issues, a rep usually comes out and helps us sort out those issues.
Awesome.
Whether that's technological, whether that's letting us know things are being updated, whether things are going bad. Can you provide something like that within ADP?
Yeah, absolutely. So with ADP, you'll be working with a regional team.
Okay.
So because of that, there's a little more, more personal relationship between the regional team, because you're not going to have a national rep come and don't know who you are.
Yeah.
So they're going to have
That's awesome.
people who are more familiar with you and your company, and you'll just feel a little more comfortable in the end. So it'll feel like a local company, but from a large scale, it's going to be a national company. Do you have does this all sound good to you so far?
So far?
Okay, awesome. Do you have any questions for me, so far?
Not that I can think of right now. I mean, I know we don't have a lot of time today.
Right, absolutely.
So we're pretty busy, so, I mean, as of right now, I can't think of anything.
Right. Because we're so scrunched on time, I want to, I just wanted to cover the basics with you today and solve your issues. There's obviously many more benefits for ADP that I want to go over with you in the future. So if you wouldn't mind, we can set up a date either next week or the following to discuss added benefits to what we discussed today.
Okay.
I think that'd be beneficial. I know we've scrunched a little on time, but yeah, we would love to kind of sit down and kind of discuss further plans.
Yeah.
And possibly, I mean, like I said, we want to stay local. We want to be with a company that has our best interest in mind. But yeah, I would love to set an appointment. So.
Awesome. That sounds. How does Monday around 3 o'clock sound to you guys?
That works for us.
Sounds good.
Okay. Awesome.
Perfect.
Sounds good.
So
I'll talk to
Monday-
you then.
Do you have a card?
I will give you my information.
Okay.
I apologize for not having a business card, but
That's
I will
okay.
give you my name, email, and number if you would like.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
That'd be awesome.
Awesome. Thank
Awesome.
you.
Nice pleasure meeting
You
you.
as well.
Pleasure
Thank
meeting you.
Yeah.
Remind me of your name again, sorry.
Will.
Will, that's right,
Yes.
sorry.
And she, I mean, you can probably go out there.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah. was the first guy? She said his last name. It was like Kretzer or something.
I don't remember.
Got a present for you.
Oh, coffee. Here you go.